right, guys. One last game. 1-1. Excuse us if I think everyone's a little bit tired. This is one of the longer Friday Night Smites we've dealt with, and that's why I'm just laughing because we're just sitting here like, man, I can't believe this is going to a full game 3 at 12:30 at night. We're going to be here at least till 1 o'clock in the morning because Souza cursed us with their like, yeah, these guys are probably going to go like 40 something minutes. So it's Souza's fault that we have one more game, 40 plus minutes to go. We'll see what ends up happening as Giannis gets banned out by the Salamander squad since they have the second pick. They don't want to deal with it. It looks like Athena and Al Kwong going to get counter banned out, and one more ban to go before the selection starts. What gave them issues last game? Do you want to ban out the Chiron? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's that important, but the Chiron seems like it's just a pick that's getting grabbed every game.
Chiron's just been one of the key members. I mean, he's difficult.
They got rid of Vamana. They didn't want Vamana.
Get rid of him. Dante LaFargo was insane.
Yeah, man, he plays really well. Like, it's absolutely crazy. So, right now, the boys over here in blue, Bathroom Boys, are going to do it up. Fatal and his boy Psychosis, they're going to be trying to play this out. First pick is available for them. Who are they going to pick is the question right now. And are we going to see another blood? I think, like, we had 80 kills in that game. Like, that was just, like,
80
insane.
plus kills by the end of it.
Well, it looks like Robin going to get picked up. Yeah, Robin's going to get picked up over here instead for the first pick, so that's not going to go to iFates. But we're seeing gods that we haven't seen now, at least. So we got Robin, we've got Soul being hovered over. We'll see if Soul gets locked in. Remember, Soul did get slightly nerfed. No procs on her 2 for in-hands. So a little bit different to use. Got to make sure that you're building here more mage-oriented versus in-hand-oriented. Kepri going to be locked in right there for the Salamander squad. One of Orphan's better gods for sure. We'll see what the counter response is for the Bathroom Boys.
At this point, I think Bathroom Boys are going to want to look towards some kind of extra CC here. We saw an impressive performance from Ares. Mir also would be a pretty solid CC-related god that provides solid engage. And they're going to lock him in for that disengagement from the wall as well. So, Mir, for Bathroom Boys, where do you expect him to go for this pickup here? Other than Neath, maybe.
Again, I felt like the draft last game, I didn't really like it only because of the fact I didn't see a lot of hard CC. You know, the Ares was there. That was fine. But, you know, they ended up winning that game with just crazy, insane team fights. Let's be realistic. That was absolutely just insane, that whole game. But the Ymir Freeze, again, with Purification being down, these guys that have CC built into them, you know, Ymir Freeze, Athena Taunt, you know, all that are very, very potent, you know, gods to sit there and have, especially in the late game where, like, Ymir normally, like, falls off. He's not going to fall off if you have a 160-second cooldown on your CC immunity. You know, and right now we've got Medusa being hovered over as a possible ADC. That would be the first time we've seen her all tournament long. But Nua instead.
Yeah, Nua does pretty solid burst, so I could see her fitting into this mage meta right now. Locked in right away, has some pretty good global pressure.
Doom Orb, yeah. I mean, you get the Doom Orb online with her. Again, you get Doom Orb on any mage, especially a Nua. All of a sudden, oh, I've got 200 HP, I'm okay, there's a Nua coming. Well, now with Doom Orb, that's doing 200 damage. Like, now you're in trouble with a very early Nua ultimate that's going to come down and rain. Salamander Squad, getting rid of the Thanatos. You know what? I respect it because the Kepri ultimate doesn't stop executes. I understand that ban and completely agree with getting rid of a Thanatos. You don't want to deal with it. Just the fact that Panda Turtle might play it, and you know Kepri ultimates aren't going to save anybody if they're obviously they're ulted up there. So smart ban. The tier is the tier. Okay.
And at the same time, he provides that solid, high engage, high base damage jungle that can be built fairly tanky as well as you see from Dirty Bubble quite often. So it's a pretty solid jungler to ban out, and it can also be built quite aggressively if Bathroom Boys wanted to choose for it. So instead, opt to just get rid of this early game powerhouse and not even worry about it.
Well, again, the next banning phase is coming out right now. Serket getting banned out. So different gods. You know, Serket was available the whole time. So it looks like Salamander Squad kind of, I don't know, kind of tempting fate right here with this Hoombots again. You know, I really think that the Hoombots should have been banned out. That was huge for Panda Turtle. He played amazing right there. I don't know whether they're just forgetting about it or what, but that Hoombots was really the difference maker in those fights as Panda went neck and neck with iFates the whole entire time. Like, it was like iFates was running amok early game, but ended up late game. It didn't matter as
I'd imagine they're anticipating Bathroom Boys to have Raven in the jungle, so they're not expecting the pick again, maybe. But as enough, that just feels like a really, really big risk to take, just considering how strong Panda Turtle was on the Hoonbots last game.
Well, we'll
I
go
mean,
ahead and get the opportunity. We'll see if Shadow Chair can go ahead and. He hasn't played the Giannis. It's going to get banned out. We'll see what he decides to pick up here. The Scylla was hovered over as an option right now, and we see if he can do any better as Fenrir 2.0 is also being hovered over in that amazing Fenrir skin. But Ratatasker, not truly the most viable option. It does look like this Thor skin will be popping up on here, and see if that ends up getting locked in. It's going to give him a lot more control, I believe, if they end up going with the Thor with the CC in the walls. But Neja, the quick swap.
all right. Well, Naja has a lot of damage, especially in the current meta. I mean, a lot of the new items do synergize quite nicely with him. He's really good at getting to fights, locking people down, and he can take somebody out of a fight, guaranteed, no issue at all with his ultimate. So I can see why they want to go for him here. I can definitely see why he's a good pickup.
I mean, we'll see what ends up happening. And that's going to set up, the thing is, if you get the ultimate from Neja, yeah, at a full health target. Like, let's say you're just like, we're going to go full on in to the Nuwa, we're going to alter, or we're going to ult any character at full health. I'm a monster can get set up with a crush underneath it. Crush doesn't detonate right away. You got to remember it's a skill that lasts 5 seconds or can be pressed. And then I'm a monster on top of that is really going to eliminate any target. So Bathroom Boys have a lot of setup for these Scylla ultimates, and we'll see if they can use it. But hey guys, we have one more game. This is the finals right now. We're going to stay as hype as we possibly can. We understand it's late, guys, but stay tuned with us. One more game, Friday Night Smite. Here are the finals, Bathroom Boys versus Salamander Squad. All right, guys, here we go. 1-1 are the scoreboard reads. Or is the scoreboard? I don't know. Proper English. It's 12:30 at night. Don't. I need G Fuel, Monster,
Are
any
you
of you
ready
guys.
for?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to finish at 1 a.m.?
I am ready to finish at 1 a.m. In my heart of hearts, I'm thinking 1 a.m. is the minimum time frame we're going to be looking at, as it's 12:30 right now, and the last two games have gone like 40 minutes, so maybe a little bit after 1 o'clock, as we'll see what happens here. Metapsychosis is going to be on the Ymir. Whoa, I clicked on Ymir and I got a wall. Okay, there we go. Metapsychosis on the Ymir. He's going to be on the green big guy right there, looking like the Hulk. Shadow Chair hanging on the Scylla Fatal, going to be on the Neath ADC. Oh, Panda Turtle's going to be on top of the Neja. LaFargo's going to be on that Ravana. And the boys in blue are on some of their characters that they know and some we haven't seen today very much.
Somebody we definitely haven't seen much of today, but big impacts were made with this god in the last game. However, unfortunately, those big impacts didn't lead to too much, as there was a bit of an odd base race called. Ended up failing quite hard for Salamander squad, but
It was a chance, man. You gotta sometimes take the chances.
it was a chance.
Yeah, you gotta respect. You gotta respect it right there. As
And
nice
it was
little
a good play
spirit
from
arrow.
Shadow Chair to end up getting a good portal that ended up blocking that out.
Ooh, cheeky invade.
Happening.
Invade. They're waiting. Shadow Chair is gonna walk over here, and Shadow Chair is about to get eliminated.
Oh, Shadow Chair.
And boom, there it is. Oh God.
Shadow Chair.
Oh man.
Fall quickly as iFate claims first blood of this game. Salamander squad back with a vengeance.
Oh man, they're good. Oh, I thought for a second I was like, go for it. Well, I was like, wait, not at 30 seconds of the game. You're crazy. They're gonna run over there back to the main lane. They're only level 1, so they do lose a little bit of lane pressure. First blood ends up going over to the iFates, and he'll end up having that as his kill. So he's gonna be the Hoombots this time around. But is that worth? We'll take a quick peek. Obviously, the graphs say it is for the first blood, but looking at the other lanes, everyone else is level 2, and the dual lane's still level 1. Now they're level 3. So you kind of put your dual lane in a pretty bad spot a level down.
Yeah, and it's gonna hurt a bit, but at the same time, they're still doing fine so far, especially with Soft being able to just poke out quite easily. However, he is dealing with one of his main counter picks here in Neath, so Sops may struggle a bit in this duel lane from time to time, but so far, so good for the duo.
My question is, no, okay, lost artifact. Shadow Chair did not go purple pot. We've seen a lot of Scyllas in the previous season go purple pot, but now it do more available. Obviously, starting with the lost artifact is. So no pot really lost on that end. And Psychosis gets a nice freeze off. What a wall to separate himself right there. Good job by Psychosis. But Sops will still end up finding a kill. Orphan is trying to do everything he can to body block. Oh, what a backflip by Fatal. I mean, you're talking about just 12:30 at night, guys. And they're sitting there playing at this high of a level still with the ability to backflip into things and get out of situations. All I gotta say is, wow. Still, yeah, he ends up getting killed. But the fact of awareness to be able to do all that is still pretty damn good.
And the problem now is the fact that they've lost on their big advantage of Shake. Seems like Salamander squad domination across the map happening once again.
Again, you got to put it. It's 12:30 at night. Like, let's be realistic. The fatigue does set in at some points in time. Everyone's a little tired. It's just a matter of maybe some of these guys are West Coast on Salamander Squad, and they're like, it's 9:30 at night. We're good. What are you talking about? Maybe some of them are West Coasties. You never know at that point. So we'll see how it goes. As when you're in an online tournament, we're just East Coast time, and we're only talking about us as, again, one of these days I'll remember to hit L and skip all this stuff. As another kill comes across the board, iFades is able to take that one. So he's going to be 2-0 right now, and he started a red pot. So it was actually really valuable for him to get that first blood.
Yeah, it was incredibly valuable for him. Going to actually give him time to get some of these camps as well. So iFade just securing a few of the jungle minions as well, getting those fire elementals. We're going to see the tower getting pushed as well as Fine OK makes its way back to the lane with that teleport. Find some farm. Going to be the long walk for Dante LaFargo.
Sheikah with a nice little play. I got to say, I was just watching Sheikah. Held on to the root auto attack. Ended up waiting for Scylla to go ahead and just Sentinel. Hit the root and then hit a Shining Metal. Just a little bit of poke and just had to force him to use the pot. Small little wins like that are really nice to see. Just when you're... New up players are hard to play because, she doesn't have a lot. But you do forget about her passive a lot of times. 5 auto attacks. And being able to hold on to that is very, very key. As Sheikah's going to back right now, pushing the wave up, more than likely start to do more stacks. On the left-hand side, Psychosis is ulting. Someone's in the air in the Neja ultimate. It looks like it's Sobs, but he was in Disaberate for, but he doesn't able to get all the way out. Oh, there's the carpet. That's going to connect. Psychosis will put his team up on the board.
Yeah, finally putting them on the board. It's the bathroom boy. showing they're not down and out yet, but still 2,000 gold and experience does separate the two of these teams and out 4 minutes in. Count is 1-5 as we near the 4-minute mark here. Salamander squad looking strong, but at the same time, they look strong at the start of the last game as well.
You know, they were still strong in the late game. I just, some of those team fights just didn't go the right way or the other, as, you know, Salamander squad is just trying to, that base race again. I felt like as long as that game was, I know they wanted to end it, and I know that feeling because I've been there. I'm like, yo, let's just push, let's just go. It just, the smart call was to sit there and take one more team fight, was to back, at least one, back, defend, take a Phoenix, take a tower. You know, I think there were still a couple towers in the tier 1 and the tier 2 left open available. Too much health on the Titan to go for a base rush at that point in time. It just, again, if someone backs, you redo that fight one more time, you try it again, and then maybe you come out on top again the second time. But that first one was a little bit too much.
A little bit too much, and a very, very unfortunate there, especially since I had nobody there to help defend their minions. So now, this time around, Salamander Squad does seem like they want some revenge this game. We will see a Spirit Arrow traveling across the map, tagging fine, okay, but
Yeah, really
nothing.
nothing.
The rest of the team is en route here. We'll still await these camps here, so iFate's putting some pressure down as well in the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what that was about. Yeah, the World Weaver looked like it was going to... I mean, obviously it did go on the Guan Yu. I mean, it was meant for him locked on. It just... I don't know whether they thought Robin was going to do anything, if Fargo was going to try something there. Again, we're seeing these fights in the mid lane. Psychosis is going to get stunned out right now. Crush doesn't really connect right there. Robin's now here. There goes a Neja ultimate in the air. iFates is in there. 1, 2, and 3 we go. And the question is he dead? And he is. Shadow Chair gets the credit for that kill. So that's going to be 2 kills on the board for Bathroom Boys as we see this Neja combination of ulting somebody in the air and then just blowing them up on the way down. Coming really true. But that's very single target. Salamander Squad has a very AoE target. They've got a Neja, or they've got a Nuwa, I should say, and they've got an iFates, which is on the monkey. So a lot of AoE potential on the other side, a lot of single target on other.
Yeah, but there's a big stun command in the mid lane as well onto Panda Turtle and Shadow Chair. Good shot from Sheikah, but Sheikah has to duel around a bit. Shadow Chair spots him down, will almost find something right there, but, well, he does have the ultimate from Orphan, so he'll be safe and sound for now.
Yeah, nothing really came out of that. I mean, really, Fear No Evil, though.
Yeah, Fear No Evil trying to set this one up, but it does secure for iFates here. Now Panda Turtle in a lot of danger, will pop the heal and be safe and sound for now, but a lot of pressure here in the mid lane. They can start putting a push to it, but instead they're opting to start rotating around the map, make a mid camp play, and just start looking for other objectives here. As Panda Turtle takes a huge chunk of health at the back of the overhand smash. He's got to watch out for that one. But Medum Psychosis putting a lot of pressure on iFates.
That's that Ymir, man. Ymir just does that. He does that early game all the time, even before Season 3. Like, that was his thing. Like, you know, he does a lot of damage. A lot of people might be seeing Incon's videos. I mean, when Incon goes solo lane or mid lane, Ymir would do more. But, like, I had the unfortunate luxury of fighting Incon on his Ymir in the PTS when he decided to go Doom Orb. And I was a poor little Apollo sitting in the duo lane, and I had a Ymir come over and ult me. And I was like, oh, I have half my HP. This won't hurt. And then I was sent back to base, and I was dead for 20 seconds. And I was like, why? Hit Y? Yeah, I was literally wondering, and I hit Y, and I was like, that's a lot of damn damage. I mean, the Ymir does some damage now, like I said, especially. I mean, he's meant to be doing that type of work early on, and even late game if he builds damage. But obviously, this Ymir support, so won't be going too crazy into that.
Not too crazy, not yet at least. Here is now Salamander Squad. Sit a steady 3,000 gold up ahead. They've been making some decent farm plays around the map. Well, only 2.2k, but 3.4 thousand experience trending in their favor. Starting to look towards his gold here as well as near the 10-minute mark. And
well, I mean, right now, yeah, they're just sitting at the 10-minute mark. It's almost there, 8 minutes and some change. Looks like Sops is going to be the one. Oh, this apparate form. That 3, man, that corporal form is just so important right there for Sops. Is able to sit there and get out of a lot of situations. Radiant's going to heal back up. No issues as a fight coming out by the Gold Fury area. Again, another ultimate coming out. Oh, I'm a monster with a lot of ultimates used to sit there and counter this, but there goes an ultimate by Sops. Oh, the double tap. Sops almost gets wrecked right there. Sheikah ends up cleaning up the kills on the back end, and Fatal is going to try to get the kill on top of the other ADC, but running away is Soul right now, just for her life.
Yeah, not able to catch him there, especially with the help of Orphan. Is now fine, okay. Doing a full rotation over this fight here. Shadow Chair and Fatal still in the zone. Pull from Orphan onto Fatal. Fatal looking to fight Sheikah instead and will secure the kill. Backflips into a wall, getting grabbed away. Fine, okay. Cavalry is incoming, love, and there we go. Fine, okay, will take down Fatal, as we will see a bit of a Tracer being popped there, and he will get to safety.
Yeah, again, that's what I'm saying. It was a lot. They used a lot of ultimates on top of one player right there, right here at the Gold Fury. It was just like, man, they used the Ymir ultimate, and then luckily Shadow Chair got the reset and was able to do a lot of damage to Sop, because if he didn't do the damage to that, it would have been GG, and that would have changed the whole fight around. It would have really gone the way of Salamander Squad even more heavily. That ended up being a little bit more of an even exchange. We'll take a look at the graphs. Nothing really came out of that. I think it was ended up being a 1 for... Well, with Fine OK getting that kill, I think they ended up getting the advantage. But just, again, the Neja is a very single target oriented, whereas Sops was able to sit there and go, oh, you're going to channel all your abilities and wait? I'm just going to ult on top of you and destroy a lot of it. I don't know how well that Neja blowing all your cooldowns into one player is going to work in the late game with this squad of Salamanders. No pun intended there, actually.
Well, at least you're learning, Freight. Either way, Salamander Squad, I've got their work cut out for them as well here. So, where do you think they're willing to deal with the Nasha, though? What is they going to have to do to deal with her?
The Neja is gonna go ahead and do a lot of work. Magi's Blessing with a 70-second cooldown is still available. You can still buy that on some of your players, like the Hoombots. He might even invest into that. The Hoombots is gonna be a priority target for it because you don't want him ulting in the air. You don't want his team fight ultimate to really do enough damage. The Nuwa you can attempt to go ahead and get it done on, but she's so really tricky to go ahead and get in her cloud. And when she goes in there, Blink gonna come in though. Fear No Evil gonna be hitting there. Freeze gonna come in to counter it. Ifate's gonna do a lot of work. The Soul ultimate gonna be missed actually on Psychosis, but now he's in a bad predicament. World Weaver being channeled. Psychosis uses his ultimate. Going to be taking out. Fatal ends up taking the blow, but this is going to be dangerous as Orphan uses ultimate. This is going to be a 2 for none change right there. Might be 3. Oh, the ultimate going to be Orphan ends up dashing away. But here comes Fine OK for the counter, and Doomorb Stack Nuwa doing some work. Double kill is going to be there. Can he get the triple? No, doesn't look like it, as Fine OK is trying to chase it down.
He's trying to chase down. Shadow Chair did Sentinel away. Fine, okay. Isn't going to be dissuaded by this tower. Does take nice bits of damage there, as the Neath Root is good from Fatal. And Shadow Chair might have just gotten himself out safe and sound thanks to Fatal's quick movements.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty insane right there, but they're going to end up taking this tier 1 tower as a teleport is forced out by the team in red. So Robin's going to get over here and try to make a change, see if he can turn this fight around, but he's in a 2v1 scenario. He'll going to come out. Oh, nice avoidance of the 2 right there to be able to not get stunned out. That would have spelled death, but he's fighting into minions right now. Dante Alfargo with no mana getting shredded down by the Talu Assault. He's going to be going in there, but he walks into a Neath right there, and that's going to end up being bait central. Oh, here comes Metapsychosis, wall freeze, there goes the carpet, there goes the root, there goes the crush right there, but the heal keeps him alive with Rising Dawn. He's still there. Does he have enough money for a dash? He doesn't, but someone pops sprint for his team. Now he's able to get out of the scenario. Now everyone's on Panda Turtle. He's looking to sit there and do anything he can, but Sheikah will find the kill on an auto attack. All that for 1 kill on a reset Panda Turtle. Whoa.
That was something else right there. There's a bunch of narrow escapes across the board coming out right now. It was bait central, like you said, but unfortunately, who got baited? Bathroom Boys or Salamander Squad?
I think they both baited themselves. And I'm telling you, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm seeing freezes in midair moves right here. Psychosis is going to get pulled in right there. Sops is going to end up getting that kill. Doesn't really matter. His stat line leads 3, 2, and 3. He's been doing a lot of work. This tower has a minion wave coming in. He should be able to take this down. Does he have full heat is the question right now. It doesn't really matter. He's doing a lot of damage on the poke right now. He'll go ahead and back up a little bit. There goes the ultimate from the Nuwa. Another Fear No Evil is down right now. They're trying to poke it out. Fates has to be careful. No damage available. There goes another crush. Ult on top of Fates. A little earlier than expected. Oh, Sops is going to get erased by the... I'm a monster. I don't know if he's going to be able to get 2 here. Oh, close but no cigar. Oh, the crush, he does get 2. He gets 2 the old-fashioned way. I don't need an ultimate reset. I just need to root you and hit you with crush.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do that, and he can still find the third here. Ifate's running for dear life. Shadow Chair making some impressive plays right now as Bathroom Boys, well, showing they're far from down and out at all, as they're going to start looking across the map to keep things going. They're taking down some minion waves, getting some tower push going, and they've got a lot of money in the bank from these
Shadow Chair has, you know what, I love seeing these, after watching, earlier games, and then you go into these late games, just Shadow Chair on this mid lane. He's been playing so well. The Giannis, the portals were... I don't really think I saw one bad wall portal. There probably was that I didn't notice if there was. Everyone makes a bad play here and there, but honestly, just the consistency of being able to make the proper read and the proper play all the time is so difficult. And he's been able to get that done consistently. Nice wall by Psychosis to be able to stop the heartbeats from getting taken right there. Unravel going to be slow. Face is in trouble now. He's in a 3v1 scenario. Doesn't want to get caught out. The root overhand smash, he has to be very careful. Oh, yeah, he'll jump away. He doesn't want to do with any of that right there as his teammates are coming to the rescue, but he might have baited his teammates, honestly.
He might have baited them completely right there. And Sheikah, gonna get pulled away, does get the Sanctuary off just in time. Orphan frozen by Medum Psychosis. Medum looking for Orphan. Orphan gonna get tagged and bagged by that ultimate, but he's still standing strong as he rips out of that bag quite nicely. Sop clearing away these backside boars, but Gold Fury being started up right here, burning out fast. Sop smells it. We will see the crush come on through, as we will see them try to burn on through it. Soul's ultimate doing a lot of damage as Bathroom Boys will secure it with the Scylla ultimate.
What a wall.
Doing the work, but the Sop, he's going to get the zap right before the freeze comes on through. Fine, okay. Slips in with a quick dash, and Wilton as targets Eye-Fates, pills another one down. They're about to get the third kill and make losing the Gold Fury worth it, but they're dodging.
Fine, okay. Oh my gosh. What a heal! He saved Sops!
Save Sops life! Fatal can't find it! We see an ultra from Orphan as well. They're buying so much time. Eye-Fates, he's coming. Can he survive? The heals are good. And now we will see Dante LaFaro get blocked off. He still finds the kill, and that's enough for him. As we're going to back off a bit. Orphan trying to kite Dante LaFaro. Soul getting the slows out. Fine, okay. Looking to lock down Fatal as Dante LaFaro almost going to fall. He's level 17, and he's putting up a good fight.
Fatal Tallow Assault. Yes, so is the... Oh my gosh.
And that is more than worth. Salamander squad lose the Gold Fury, but win the action.
This is insane right now, like what we're seeing. Again, 28 kills in under 15, just at 15-minute mark, pretty much, under 16 minutes. We're talking about a lot. I mean, the Scylla ultimate ends up securing the Gold Fury. We'll see how the graphs, we'll take a look at what ended up happening there. You know, we have a little bit of a jump up for them grabbing it, and then a little bit of a dip down because they ended up really losing the fight at the kills and the experience. So, you know, everything ends up actually going there. Actually, yeah, Salamander squad ends up really kind of just still taking it back after those kills. I mean, you see the dip up right here. That was Bathroom Boys taking the Gold Fury, but then it really ends up going right back down in their favor with all the kills they got. So I say Salamander got the best of that, honestly, even though the Gold Fury was secured by the boys in blue.
Yeah, it was a good secure for the boys in blue, like you said, but Salamander squad will get the receiving end of that trade. Normally the agreed upon amount of kills to make it offset it and at least get more XP is about 3 or 4. As another fight breaks out around the Fire Giant. This time Bathroom Boys have the full disengage and they're going to waltz away from this one. And it should be safe and sound.
Well, right now we'll take a look at everyone's. We got a little fight getting ready to brew again, as you said, by the Fire Giant. Just looking at the builds, we got the Omni Hunter Garb going to be selected on top of the Guan Yu right now. Who's at Fine OK is 6-0 right now. How 6-0? Like, I didn't even. Again, these are things I'm not even noticing. All of a sudden, he's just doing so much damage. Bulwark passive. Oh, that new Bulwarks is so important right there. That shield is OP right now. I mean, a lot of damage coming out on Fine OK, but there goes the Panda Turtle ultimate. Oh my god, it doesn't matter. As I should say, Hoonbots from Eye-Fates. Panda Turtle played him last game, and that's why I missed it right there. But I'm a monster forced out for movement, and that doesn't matter. Fine OK gets a triple kill. Can he get himself the Penta the Dream? But everyone's running away, and no one wants to give up a Penta kill, so everyone runs away. And honestly, 17-minute Fire Giant? Question mark?
It's possible right here, but it's a little bit worrisome.
A lot of players.
They know what's coming. It's burning out quite quickly. Orphan moving.
I think they got this. I think they can do this.
They should secure this, yeah, but they can't. Fatal can't stop them right here. He backflips away. He's not going to get there in time. He needs to make the spirit. He doesn't get it. A Salamander squad will finish off the Fire Giant. And Eye-Fates falls. Dante LaFargo shows up.
Oh.
To the party. And they're going to throw him one on right here. Confetti.
Bye-bye.
As Dante LaFargo takes a firework to the face.
Yeah, that was... It tempts, you know, again, you got to make the attempts. It just sucks when that happens. The surrender vote has gotten started right now, 18 minutes in the game. Right now, Salamander squad has put the boots to the ground, and they are just running along at this point in time. Fine OK is taking so much damage, it seems like, but he's not really dying. Psychosis just gets erased, but it doesn't matter. Another ultimate comes out from Orphan. Orphan's ultimates on top of this Kepri haven't been the best, I will say right now, just as an honest opinion. Hasn't been like the perfect save that we're normally used to seeing, but they've been proactive enough to at least disengage the fights, and sometimes that's just as effective as doing anything else. So, I mean,
a lot of
it's
the
still
time,
good.
those proactive ultimates are very, very important. His I-Fate's taken up by Panda Turtle. Should get out of this with his leap, especially with Fine OK there to back him up. Panda Turtle going to do what he can, but Fine OK gonna run him down. He should escape this one, as Fine OK is gonna back off. Has that Fire Giant ticking on, so we'll see them back up.
I feel like some of these like proactive, they're still a little early. Like that on the Guan Yu, he was pretty healthy. You know, like that was their surrender vote has started. They realized what was going on with Fire Giant. They're taking all their towers. So, well, it wasn't 40 minutes, guys. It ends up being about 20 minutes, and GG to Salamander Squad as they will go ahead and take game number 3 for the victory for Friday Night Smite. Whew. Souza, I'm exhausted. I know you are. We have one more thing to do, and that's going to be our player interview. Stay tuned with us, guys. We have a player interview right now coming up here in a couple minutes with a representative from Salamander Squad. We'll see who it ends up being this week, and we'll be right back with that. So stay tuned.